Hey guys, it's Molly Stillman.
Molly Stillman is the host of a successful lifestyle and fashion blog. She has a loyal following of stay-at-home moms and even major corporations. But just a few years ago, Molly was a depressed 20-something, drowning in $36,000 of credit card debt.
I was so terrified because I didn't know what I was going to do.
Molly's financial crisis started in college. She signed up for tempting credit card offers, and when classes got tough, she went shopping to relieve stress.
When you're 18 and you don't have financial education and you see a credit card with a $10,000 limit, you're like, I have $10,000 to spend.
When Molly started her first entry-level job, she owed more money than her annual salary.
Each month it was a little bit more difficult to pay those bills. I can't even count how many times I'd overdrafted my account.
Molly began working side jobs to try to make extra money. But before long, the financial pressure became overwhelming.
I started looking at the numbers. It was almost as if they were coming off of the page because I could see the mistakes I'd made, like literally glaring me in the face.
Molly sought financial counseling and began the slow process of paying down her debt. She cut expenses, sold her possessions, and even got groceries from a food bank. But despite her efforts, she says she still felt hopeless.
I reached this breaking point because working 4 jobs and barely making ends meet, it just really starts to wear you down.
That's when Molly agreed to attend church with her new boyfriend, John.
I've tried to do everything my way for a really long time, and look where it got me. I said, all right, God, I'm gonna do things your way.
Several weeks later, Molly's pastor preached a sermon about tithing and giving.
It was the first time in my life that I'd even heard the word tithing. And I remember hearing some of the things like giving 10% of your income back to God. He talks about the Lord, throwing out so many blessings that you can't even store them all.
The next Sunday, Molly gave her first offering of $50.
From that day forward, I surrendered not just my heart, but I surrendered my wallet to God.
John helped Molly create a new budget that included giving.
And so she'd already decided, okay, well, I'm following Jesus now. So for her, there was no doubt. Yeah, I'm gonna pay the tithe and it's gonna be a step of faith.
A few weeks later, I received my first bonus at work.
So Molly tithed on her first bonus check and increased her giving again.
As I started to give more, I started to see a direct correlation in the blessings I was receiving. I received another bonus at work. I got a raise.
Inevitably, when she'd pay her tithe first, something would happen.
The following year, Molly received a job offer that doubled her annual salary.
I realized that he had been true to his word, and he had been so faithful the whole time.
Molly paid off all her credit card debt and became Mrs. John Stillman. With no debt and new financial security, Molly was able to quit her day job and devote all her efforts to her lucrative blog. Molly and John continue to give generously as a couple because they know giving is the key to success.
When I saw her really surrender her finances to God, I could very tangibly see the change from not tithing to tithing. So my message to people is take God at his word. He says, trust me in this and see if I don't throw open the floodgates of blessings.
It was about taking that act of faith when I really did not know how it was going to work. When the Lord said, trust me, I did, and he proved faithful.